Hello everyone, this is Sandy Racy with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another video tutorial today. We are doing an awesome Christmas card today. Now, we have this bundle. It was one of our online exclusives last time. It's called the Sweet Jar Bundle. Has lots of different things you can put in your jar, lots of sentiments, and this adorable little jar punch, which punches out the jar and a lid. But in our new online exclusives that released this month in July, we also got a coordinating stamp set for Christmas. And this is called Jar of Joy. Has the same jar. The lid is an open lid, so you can color it if you want. Or you can just stamp a lid or punch a lid. We have gingerbread cookies. We have a snowman, so kind of like a snow globe. And then we have some cute little ornaments that could be hanging down. Also has some cute little sentiments for Christmas. So I am using this one with our punch. Now, if you don't want the Sweet Jar stamp set, you can just order these two things separately. And then I am also using the plaid embossing folder. It's huge. You can do two card fronts at the same time. I love this one. This is kind of my go-to embossing folder right now. I've been using it a lot lately. So let's get started. I'm going to grab our supplies. Now this is going to be a gift card holder. I love sending gift cards, so I just used a half sheet of the Early Espresso, and then I cut it, just cut the front flap. We're going to fold it like this at, what did I cut it at? 2 inches. I cut 2 inches from the right side going up. So that leaves this side at 3.5. So what I want to do is I have a piece of white for the inside. This side I'm going to make into a pocket. So I am going to just put some liquid glue right here, not all the way to the edge because I don't want it to squeeze out. I'm going to put it all the way up to the score line, and then just glue that down. And what that's going to do is going to give me a pocket to slide my gift card in. And then I have 2 pieces of Real Red that I have embossed. And we're going to glue these to the front of both panels. All right. Down, and then we'll do a little stamping before we go any further. Oh man, I got glue on my fingers. Okay, we'll set that aside. Glue gets messy. All right, we're going to stamp our inside. Now I've already stamped the jar and punched it out using Memento. We have a little die cut square from the Stylish Shape dies. And then I punched out a lid, I didn't stamp it, I just punched it out of the gold foil. And then we have a little strip for one of our sentiments. So I'm going to start with my sentiments using Early Espresso ink. And for the inside, we're going to stamp Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas. So I am going to just stamp this right there. Cute. And then this says, Sending a Jar Full of Cheer. And we're going to stamp this right on our half-inch strip of basic white. All right, then I also have Pecan Pie. So we are going to stamp, and we use this for our bingo class, Pecan Pie, so I know which one to use. And this is kind of my solid image. So I'm just putting this down close to the bottom and close to the sides. Let's see how that goes. Okay, not too bad. Then I'm going to take the outline and the little special image and stamp this with espresso. Now when I go to line it up, I'm going to look at the little bow on the gingerbread man, the star that goes on the center of this big cookie, and then the star that goes on the center of this little cookie. And that's how we're going to kind of line everything up without too much trouble. And then we have 2 dots that go right inside the buttons of the gingerbread man. So it gives you some good guides on lining everything up. So that is perfect. All right, let's adhere our inside sentiment. Okay, I'm going to grab my adhesive remover and get this extra glue off because it's going to be sticky if I don't. Okay, I think that doesn't feel sticky. I think we'll be okay. All right, so we have this. We have a little pocket to put our gift card in. And then I'm going to adhere my square flat. And I'm going to put it up a little bit because my sentiment is going to get popped up underneath that. And we're just going to trim that off, and we're only going to adhere it to this panel, but it's going to overhang into the other panel. So I don't want to put anything past the word of here. We'll just do 3 right here, 3 of the minis. Probably 2 would be enough, but we'll do 3. Okay, and then we're going to pop up our jar. Before we pop that up though, let's glue our lid on. I'm going to put the very thinnest little bit of glue right here at the top of the jar. I'm going to leave that little line right there. Okay. And then let's put one right there that kind of goes over just to hold it, just in case. And we're going to center this right on the square. Let's close this up so we don't have any accidents. And then I used some of our red and white twine. This is still available. It's an online exclusive, but it's perfect for the holidays. So I am very glad that they held this over. And we're going to take a glue dot. I don't need it that big. This is just left over from the paper pumpkin kit. I'm going to roll it up, put it right here on the little handle so it looks like our ribbon's tied around the handle without having to tie it around the handle. Okay, and then let's grab, we have these flower accents, which I love the gold. And this kind of ties in with our gold lid. We're just going to grab a large and a small, put them right there, and that is it. Isn't that a cute little card? I love that. I love Christmas. It's been a while, so sometimes I get tired of doing Christmas, but then we have a good 6-7 month break, and now we can do Christmas again. It's okay. It's okay. We can get prepped far enough in advance, and then we don't have to freak out at the last minute because we don't have enough Christmas cards. All right. That's all I have for you today. We have our sale going on this month with 20% off of our two-tone cardstock, gorgeous cardstock, which comes in all of our colors. It also comes in mixed packs, so 20% off. You can't pass up that deal. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by. Make sure to click subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.